Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you guys have not already hit the subscribe button. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to install an entertainment screen. I did this like once before on the G, but now I'm going to do it again in the BMW. And yeah, it's the same exact display screen that's in the G, just because I like that style. I did try a Pioneer one, and I was not really messing with it because it was to change like the volume. It was like buttons you had to press, and I kind of just like the dial. And I also like how the CarPlay, the USB, is right in the front instead of it being like behind the unit and then you have to wire it some way. It just makes things a little bit easier. So yeah, that's why I chose this one. If you guys want this display screen, it's the Sony AXV1000, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna leave everything that I got in the description. So first, what you want to do is you want to take the old stock trim off. So you want to get your little trim tool, pry that off. So once you have the stock trim off, you're gonna have a screw in here, a screw in here, and I think a couple other screws, maybe one or two more screws. So yeah, you just want to unscrew that so you can get the head unit out. And once you do that, I'm just gonna take out this one. As you can see, I don't have anything screwed in. It kind of just like fits in there without being screwed on, and I kind of just like the fact that I could just take it off if I need to and get behind here. Yeah, that's just me. And it sits in there pretty well. Like, it's not gonna come out when I'm driving at all. So this is the head unit out, and for the stock one, you're gonna take this wiring harness off, which what you want to do is just lift this up all the way and it should come right out. And then there's a bunch of wires right here. It looks like a mess. And then on the climate controls, which is down here, you just want to take this one off, this one, and this one goes to this bottom piece, which I'll talk about a little later in this video. But yeah, I'm not going to take that apart right now because I don't really need to show you guys what's going on behind the head unit. And like I said, I want to put all this stuff in the description, but I did order this pack wiring interface, which came with these two wires, or quick harnesses. It came with other ones too that you didn't really need, but these two are the ones that I use. So this pack wiring interface helps you keep like your steering wheel controls. For this one, for the Sony, you should be on channel 4, but other ones are a little different. So it has wires going to the factory harness, and then it also has other wires that go into the head unit itself, like these RCA cables. So these go to my my speakers. So I have 4 RCA cables, which makes it so much easier than actually like splicing the wires and wiring up. That's why these aren't attached to anything. There's only a couple wires that I had to splice and connect together, like the constant wire, your remote wire, the reverse in for the backup cam, and I think that's it. There wasn't really a lot that I had to like actually connect myself. The parking wire, which for this one I kind of just found this screw that was in a piece of metal, and I just wired it around that. You kind of just need to connect it to a ground point in the car, and yeah, it just thinks that you're connected to the parking brake. The only difference with this car, I didn't know at first, is that I connected this constant wire, this constant power wire, to the one behind the head unit, and I didn't know that in the BMW that constant wire only stays on for like 30 minutes after you lock the car, and then it shuts off. So like my head unit, like when I would go to drive it again after it's been like 30 minutes, it would completely reboot the system. So basically I had to run this wire straight to my battery, which if you guys didn't know, in BMWs the battery's actually in the trunk. So yeah, I had to wire this through a little opening in here under my glove box, under all these panels, which you guys can see that I didn't put the panels back on yet, but it goes through those panels over here, and underneath the back seats on this side. I take the back seats off and it goes straight into my trunk. There's also some other cables, like I think this one, this one's my microphone wire, which I didn't install the microphone yet. I just popped it through the side, but I will have it come underneath here. Up here I gotta take this airbag out to get behind here, and then I'm probably gonna put it up here somewhere, but I just haven't done that yet. This is my rear view camera wire, and this is my sub, which I'll show you guys both of those things in a different video. So with the aftermarket stereo, you want to take the old bracket out, put these new brackets on, which this one kind of just fits right in. I'm actually gonna set you guys up so I can put these wires neatly back in here, or as neat as I can at least. So now this is in, and they have 2 screws up here that you guys can put in. So the next thing, which is the climate controls. So since this is a bigger head unit than the factory, everything shifts down. This piece right down here doesn't fit up here anymore, because it used to be up here, right underneath the climate controls, but it doesn't fit anymore because everything had to slide down. So what this was before, it was just like an empty like storage space. So I just took this off, got underneath here. There's 4 screws, one here, one on this side, and then one up top. So you just take those 4 screws out. I bought this piece separately, so this came like as a kit to put your buttons on here, which actually this button's the only one that works, but I didn't want to just like leave that off. I wanted to keep it. I'm probably never going to use it. I think it's for going downhill, like in the snow, but I just wanted to keep it on here. So yeah, so this came all together, so your buttons will fit right in here. I just took the old one out, screwed the new ones in, and then it also came with a longer wire, because this connects to here. So I kind of just put it back there, looped it around, and it connects underneath here. So now the climate controls are back into place. I saw some people actually cut like the side off on both sides, I guess to make this fit a little better, but I don't really want to cut the factory climate controls. If you guys want, you could probably make this trim fit a little better, but I just didn't want to do that. And there we go. Like I said, you can see that it's sticking out a little bit, which that doesn't really bother me, but if you want a better fitment, I guess cut that piece. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. You kind of just color coordinate the wires. I just looked up like a diagram of what wires are what, and yeah, most of them were RCA cables, so I could just put them right into the head unit. I didn't have to splice any wires. Like I said, there was only like maybe 3 or 4 that I had to splice into it and crimp together. But yeah, overall it wasn't that hard, and now you have a working display screen. I'm gonna show you guys that actually right now. And I really like this display screen. It kind of just looks, it has a simple look. Here's your volume button. I just like the little dial. You can have your radio, which I don't really use that, SMX, Bluetooth audio, your phone, USB, aux cord, rear view camera, and your settings. And in settings, if you go down here, you have your steering wheel controls, which you can customize them for what buttons you want to work with what. The sound, you can have extra bass, and then you can also like really mess with your settings for like the sub. I don't know, I just like this display screen. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.